Good evening, folks. Guess who I got here today? I got Diane with me, and we're gonna be discussing a little bit about. Well, I have that book coming out, Wife Fight Against All Odds. Also, I have a book coming out, 2026. Not sister, not by blood. Sisters, not by blood. I just named it. Sister, not by blood. It'll be coming out. We grew up from kindergarten on up, and we have been friends, successful friends too. And I want to write about this book because it tells a lot of things about both of us, and a little bit about the family. I knew her mom, she knew my mom, I knew her dad, she knew my dad, and so on. She had a child, and I had kids, and she had grandkids, and later on I had grandkids, so on and so on. And I'm just gonna get a little detail out. One of them, we were little kids, we were playing around, not that little, but probably teenagers then, and old Bob came on outside, and he chased her around the car, and I started running. I said, hell no, you ain't gonna get me. And she like, oh, you running? I said, oh yeah, I'm running. So Bobby was like the type that, he was like a brother to me, and he's still a brother. He was like the type that he'd get on our ass. And we listened to him. And one time, I don't think I should tell this story. Diane came to school and, and told me he made that song. I'm running around. I said, Lord have mercy. We ran around stuff, but I ain't gonna tell you the whole story. See, I just gave you a little taste of it, a little tease. But we'll talk about it when 2026 comes. I want you to buy that book. What do you think, Diane, by me right now? Right. So now I'm gonna discuss about. I'm still trying to find a way to be able. I want to come to California and I want to sell some of my books. If God is able, I'll be able to do that. I want to see people I haven't seen in a while. Be able to try to do sort of like a, what you call it, like I want to speak more about my book. And I wrote, this is my second book, A Story for Grits and Grace. It was about, how me and my husband, grew up. I don't want to tell you that whole book, just in case you think about reading it. So I think that third one I told you about is going to be very interesting. Yeah, so now I probably can do a little dance. I'm happy now. I'm happy that something is going on real good. See, my friend Diane, she's shy. She ain't going for that. She probably says, shut your mouth. But I'm glad to have her on here. You just, oh, oh, okay, I understand that. But is it raining out there, or is it, what is the weather like? Is it raining in California, or really? Oh, really? Uh, right, right. Yeah, I just can't wait to come and visit. I'm afraid to get on the plane. That plane might go, choo, choo, I'm afraid to get on it, but I know with the grace of God that, things will be okay. There's so many people falling out the sky, and I don't want to be the next one. So I'm really thinking about going to California, but it's very, I don't care where I'm going. It's very nerve wracking to have to get on a plane and don't know what's going to happen once you're in the air. I don't want to hear nobody screaming. I don't want to hear none of that. I want people to remain calm. So that's why I haven't been down there. Scared half to death, you know. So yeah, so we gonna have a few. Once we get this together, then we'll be able to invite people to come on board, you know, with us, because I know a lot of people got a lot of interesting things to talk about. My thing is, you know, still about this politics stuff where, you know, they have you to stand still, and what they do, they have you to vote. They get out there and they campaign, and they throwing you promise and everything. They might throw you a loaf of bread and promise you things that you ain't gonna get. And this year, I'm not sure, you know, if I'm gonna vote. I'm not sure about that because I don't want a loaf of bread thrown at me. At least I know I'm gonna get the loaf of bread, but when you have to throw it, like fetch it, that's too much. And that's just what they do. You get the president in, and you say, "Oh, I got me a new president." What is that president gonna do? Once he get in, he's gonna turn his back on you because he can't. He's helpless. He can't do nothing for you. It's the Congress. You got to count on the Congress and the Senate. And the Senate and the Congress act like children. They argue about everything. Nothing is agreed on. And they don't agree while they out there campaigning. So what they need to do when people don't act right, I know my friend don't want to hear it. They need to fire them. They need to go because if she didn't do her job or I didn't do my job, do you think I'm going to have my job? They're going to fire my ass. They're going to say out the door. So that's a little bit that I'm talking, that been on my mind about voting. I'm afraid to vote because they're not going to have anything I want on the ballot. What I want on the ballot is when you get sick, they are able to make sure you're taken care of. Not water you down. Water you down, you can have a stroke, but you're going to be in the same position. They'll lie to your family members and say, "Oh, they doing fine." You come there, you be thinking this and that. You lift the covers up, they might have sores on them. You have to be careful where you put your family members. But sometimes we cannot help it. It's because, you know, we have emergencies. Everybody have emergency. I can say today I ain't gonna do this or do that. When you have an emergency, you don't have no other choice. But when you count on somebody and you feel that they're gonna really take care of your family, it hurts when you bring that person home where you have to do so much to get that person back together. You know, it brings tears to my eyes. It's some people that wants to get out, but they can't. Where are they going? You know, it's a member, but sometimes the family members does not have the tools to be able to take care of somebody. What they need to do is get 24 hours for a person that, you know, is bedridden. I think they pay $5,000 to the care center. Why they can't pay $5,000 to a member? So, you know, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm not afraid. I know I'm not afraid that they're going to chop me tomorrow. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried. So what do you got to say? Nothing? Hello? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, yeah. But it is nerve-wracking to really, you know, get out there and talk about politics when we know that the things they do, we don't like it. It's ugly, but we don't like it. But we have to accept it. But we should stop accepting stuff that they're not going to do for them. Don't vote them in. And if they get in, they need to be fired. That's simple as that. Because they'll fire you if you went to work and decide you ain't going to do your job. They'll say, "Goodbye, Diane, you got to go." They'll fire my ass too. If I went to work and pretend like I was going to do this and that, and I didn't do it, they'll tell me, "You're fired." Might be fired without pay. Who knows? So that's it with politics right now. You have anything interested to talk about? Well, girl, you know we've been giggling ever since kindergarten. Okay, that ain't nothing new. Yeah. So I, what I was gonna say. So I guess this is about the size of it. You know, we just need to get other members on here. You know, because a lot of people probably have a lot of stuff to discuss. Because I have my ideas, what I want to discuss, and she has her ideas. We put more ideas up here, it'll be better. And we start off with four, and that'd be four people talking. You don't have turns talking. Yeah. So what I want y'all to do is subscribe, comment, like, and repost our YouTube channel. And the name of this is You Go For It. Yeah, so it's